Hey, welcome back to MCOC Noxie, the master of mediocre gameplay. You can see that the other alliance is about roughly 60 points in rating ahead of us, so they're solid. Spidey 99, Hurt, Ghost, and then Human Torch have been banned by them. Those are all great bans. I got a Black Cat on Path 1. Then I got a rank 4 Apoc on EMP, Bubble Shield, Node 24. Then there's a Hit Monkey. Then there's a Sim Supreme. And all of those can be tricky, right? All of those can be kind of difficult fights. And so I'm going to be taking Apoc, Nebula, and Cable. So here's the thing with Black Cat. I have no idea how to fight Black Cat. I couldn't find anywhere to duel her. I couldn't find a video on YouTube that was kind of like outlining how to evade her specials. And so even though I'm going in with a rank 4 Apoc, I'm a little apprehensive. You can see I'm kind of playing a little cautious. I don't know her moves. I don't know what she does, honestly. I haven't played her since she was in the Cavalier of Inquest. And so I remember that, yeah, on that heavy right there, she does that leg sweep, and then you can punish it. If you're patient, after the leg sweep, you can punish. And then I was just shocked at how she just went down so fast, man. She just got blown away by Apoc there. So he's clearly an answer. He's obviously an answer for that node, that delayed masochism node. But he's clearly also a great counter for Black Cat. So here we've got a rank 4 Apoc. This is node 24. This is EMP mod and Bubble Shield, Burden of Might. Just a lot of fun stuff, man. Really fun. You're not going to have power. And basically you don't want him hitting into your shield because each one of his specials, he's going to throw specials in this fight, does a lot of hits. So I've yet to ever really master how to evade his SP2. But I have mastered how to handle that SP1. Thankfully, it doesn't do just a ton of damage into the block, but I let the first two go into my block, and I evade the third shot of his SP1. So the idea here is that you don't have to, as Nebula, build up a lot of your amp charges, because as he throws a special, boom, look, see, I'm now at full amp charges. So allow the first two shots of his SP1 to go into the block, and then dash out of that third one, and then you can punish him. So there I transfer over some of the amp shock charges. Things are going beautifully. I actually let all three go into the block that time because the fight's going so well. I'm not even going to risk anything. So basically, yeah, one more parry and he's a goner. And that fight is a tricky fight. Man, that's about as good as it can go right there. I'm sure I could have taken a couple less hits into the block maybe, but man, that's a good outcome for that tough node and tough placement on that node. So to come out of there with a full attack bonus on that placement, if someone puts their rank 4 Apoc on node 24, they're expecting at least one kill, and Nebula, robs them of that. So good job, Nebula. Here we've got Apoc going into Hit Monkey. Apoc just, this is like animal cruelty. It's just not good. You have Apoc versus Hit Monkey. You should be feeling great about it. This fight's not perfect. I remember at some point I think I do push him to an SP2, and I just decided to take it into the block. I'm just like, man, that thing is tricky. I always forget how many shots it actually has, and so the best move for me is just taking the block. Okay, so this is going to put him into that frenzy or whatever it's called, where he is tough and he tries to evade. Yeah, so there he's got his SP2. And I know at this point, like, okay, I'm probably not going to be able to kill him before that. So I'm just going to take all of this into the block. And it does, it does some damage, but nothing like that SP2 would do. I mean, that SP2 just wrecks you. And then down goes the monkey. Bye-bye, monkey man. So Apoc is just putting in all kinds of work. So far it's just Nebula and Apoc. I'm trying to remember if I get I don't think I do. I don't think I get a Cable fight this war. I love to bring Cable because of what he does for Apoc. But man, what Apoc does for Cable is awesome. I probably could have taken this fight with Cable, and maybe even gone a little faster, but it wouldn't have been as safe. And so I'm just parry heavying here. Obviously, Sim Supreme's power gain is very weird. It's very slow initially. And then if you're popping lots of buffs, it can just go exponential. And so he takes a ton of damage off that SP1 that I notice. I'm keeping the buffs on easily, trying not to dex, trying not to give him anything to gobble up or to nullify. And I'm realizing, man, if I just get one more SP1, he's a goner. And I think that's the case right here. So let's see here. All right. So a lot of kind of tricky fights. That Sim Supreme fight is obviously pretty straightforward. But fights that are potentially scary, and they all went perfect. Isn't that nice? Isn't it nice to have just a perfect war? This war was super, super close. Like I said, the other lines was pretty solid. But in the end, we pulled away strong. We won by a bunch. And so, yeah, 2-1 on the season. You guys come back for War 4. Y'all be good.